Hi there everyone, welcome to Everybody Loves Zippers. Today we are going to be talking about sweater zippers and what happens when your slider falls off just like this. This is a men's quarter zip and we're going to jump into this repair right now. Alright, so a big thanks to Simon for reaching out to us on this repair. Basically what happened here is his slider has fallen off this sweater zipper. You can see here the top stops are still intact, but upon closer inspection you can see that this is where the slider probably came off, is my guess. And in looking at this repair, typically what I would say is we were going to work from the top, meaning we'll take off the top stops and then we would put the slider along the top and get this working. But I believe our best option to get this fixed is to actually work it from the bottom. So I'm going to zoom in here and this is how we're going to repair it from the bottom. With the zoom in here, you can kind of see, I'm going to show you that this bottom area has no stop. There is a little bit of a room here on the nylon coil cord where we can slip the slider on, and that's the approach that I'm going to take versus having to take off any top stops and cut any coils. So I'm going to take the slider here and we're going to pull down a little bit of the fabric and we're going to work the slider on one side and then we'll work it on the other. And it is going to take a little bit of work, so don't get frustrated, but do your best to get it on and take your time. So I got this on one side, and basically it's just looping the cord in here and pulling hard enough so that it catches on, and then the teeth will follow through. So we need to do this on the other side as well. Trying to feed the teeth in, and I know it's hard to see on the black, but I'm trying to feed the teeth into the slider just so that I can get to engage. Alright, so I got it onto the other side. Now I have the slider on both sides, the left and the right. From here, what we're going to do is we're just going to zip it up and make sure that the teeth are lining up correctly. You can kind of see here I'm off about 4 teeth, so I'm going to need to zip it down till they disengage and then just try to make sure that the slider and the teeth line up right so that it matches up at the top. Now I'm about 3 off. So you're going to have to do this, you just keep going back and forth and you pull whichever side you need, which has less slack, and get it through. So it's still the right side. Okay, looks like I'm right on. And there you go. Now the zipper's fixed. So you can see I'm back up here. I didn't have to take off any of the top stops. Everything's matching up. Now what I need to do though is I need to put on a bottom stop here to make sure that this doesn't come off the bottom again. These bottom stops you can find at probably a Joann's or any of your local retailers. There is a link I'll put in the comments below or in the description of a place, it's a company that we work with. They sell preformed stops. So basically we're just going to put this stop down at the bottom and you can kind of see they're just prongs. The prongs are going to puncture through the tape, and then on the back side they just basically fold over. So I'm going to push this through. And then we'll turn this inside out so we can see it. And we'll have to move aside all the taping and sewing. There, just pop through here. There's the first prong. And then we're gonna push this one through on the side, make sure it's about even. And there it is on that side. You can see both prongs now popping through. And then from here, we just take our trusty pliers and we're going to clamp these down. These wire cutters. We just run them over. Just take the wire cutters and just bend them down. So now the prongs are flat. Okay? And once they're nice and flat, you have your bottom stop. Yes, this is a big bright silver thing on a black jacket, but you can just color this black with marker and you have a functioning zipper again. All right, if you like what you've seen, please hit the thumbs up below, subscribe. We always love to have more subscribers so that all of our videos for zipper repairs go directly to you. Thanks so much for your time. Have a good one.